sir, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm really sorry for taking your time, sir.
No problem.
What I mean by innovation is, see, actually, we have various in coursework. We have various courses like one is research methodology, another is current developments in research. I mean management. There are two other courses. So already we have started our research work, that is with our supervisor or guide. That is a different thing. And along with that, we are also with the guidance. With the guidance of another professor, like in current developments in management, he asked us to do another manuscript for a conference that is going to come in October.
Okay. I have understood your problem.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what I meant is, yes, sir. Let me complete, sir. What I meant is, what there I see some gap in terms of the coordination between the professors. So probably we are repeating the same stuff. In fact, it is good for us. But one thing is, what I feel is probably we can make it even more interesting and more innovative. So probably a focus area of each course or each professor can be different. That's what I felt. So maybe you can focus on conference. Some other professor can focus on only the literature review. Some other professor can focus on something else. So this is this is the thing I felt, because otherwise what happens is, first of all, students, see, I am a very experienced person, so I can just turn on some 4 different manuscripts in maybe 1 month. Okay, so that's not a difficult thing for me. But you take so many students who are coming from rural areas, and they are totally unaware about what is research and things like that. So coursework should first introduce what is exactly the course. So then we go to the next thing of how you practice the course. First is the theory part. Then comes the practical part. So how we really implement that. So the start itself is, when you get into the practice, so people will sort of, they will just put something into the, whatever they feel like, and they will send it to you. So, because of your capability and your expertise, you will definitely find that it is not up to the mark. So that is the feeling I get actually. So first, what I feel is, people or the students have to be sort of more in terms of trained in terms of what is the each coursework requires, and then we go to the next step. Maybe at least for 1 month we really get into the grill of what is the coursework, and then we really get into what exactly is the research expected. Okay, so this may be the requirement of professors. I definitely agree on to that. See, I am not saying that it is not doable at all. I totally agree on that. But what I feel is, let us first get into the coursework. What exactly we are going to learn? We want to learn something first from VIT. Then we are there to, once the learning part is done, and simultaneously we can take the, practical part, which is, writing the research communications and writing the conferences, writing the manuscripts, writing the for the thesis or whatever, the supervisors or whatever the professors demands from us. So this is my thought of, because I keep sort of getting a lot of experience into this, because I work from consulting industry. So I have written a lot of white papers also in the consulting industry. So so there is more similarity between white papers and research papers, but still, from my perspective, definitely there is some gap. So I want to learn that gap first, rather than jumping into something which I am unknown territory. So I need that guidance from the professors, rather than they demand, start writing your research paper or start writing your manuscript. So first, we need the theoretical part, sir. We are very eagerly waiting for your theoretical part. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, obviously. So See, the first thing that I would like to say that I know, I know it quite well that there are some overlapping things like a lot of research professors. Suppose somebody has asked, will ask you that you write this paper. Some other person will come. They will demand for that this particular paper. So I have no such demand. I'm first telling you that I have no such demand. I am telling that whatever the literature review part you are doing as per the direction or as per the instruction by your supervisor, you can simply give that research work or research purpose, I mean the review paper, to me as for the internal assessment. This is one alternative. And alternatively, this is one thing that you can submit. But apart from that, in the course of research methodology, I would also like to give you some questions, or I would also like to give you some queries which you will actually solve at your own. That is also required. So whatever you try to do, I mean, whatever your wish, if you wish that I will go through the paper, I will go through the manuscript, that is easy for me. So you can submit it. If you think that no, I will not go through that particular path, I will choose the path that some assignments that I will give to you later on. So I will take those path and I will solve those assignments. That also you can send it to me as for the internal assessment. It's not like you need to go through only the paper. I am saying that you need to do this paper. It means that we will be doing only we will be choosing on that path. It's not like that. I'm not telling you that. But the problem is that what I am telling you, that suppose, for example, I have not yet started the course as yet. You will see later on that suppose in this particular course of research methodology, suppose for example, I will describe the method of structural equation model or the confirmatory factor analysis, like those things. Now what will happen? I will obviously give assignment to based on these particular topics. Like suppose I will ask you to do something on confirmatory factor analysis, or suppose exploratory factor analysis, or suppose for example ACM. These kinds of assignments I will definitely give. Those I will be teaching in this particular course. Now in case of these particular topics, you will be dealing with some constructs, some variables. Okay. Now, those constructs on those variables, you need to deal with your particular area. I can give you, suppose some area I can give you that you do this. Suppose if I choose the academia, suppose for example, the education. If I give that assignment that you choose some variables, you pick up some variables and you give the structural equation model. Or if I ask that from the mining industry, that you choose some particular randomly some variables and you solve this particular problem. Now you will obviously do that problem, but that will not benefit you because your area is not that. So as per your area, you need to do the work. So I can give that, but you will not face any benefit out of it. What I am trying to say, because you will see that in this particular course of research methodology, this is entirely based on different variables. Statistics is nothing but there will be different types of variables, and all the variables, when you will be accumulate, it will form a particular construct. So these kinds of things will be there. Now whenever you will try to perform something, you will be dealing with obviously all these kinds of things, these kinds of variables, these kinds of constructs, these kinds of things you will be dealing with. I cannot just simply give you one particular problem on statistics and you just solve these statistics. This kind of problem, this kind of assignment, it is nowhere it is given. It is in even in IIT Delhi, IIT Kharagpur, NIT, nowhere it is given. What is the standard procedure there? That they first take the course of research methodology, they teach all the parts, and after that they ask the students that you make a research framework based on this, based on your domain. You make a research framework, and not even research framework, the a structural model that may not be your final framework. It is not about research framework as well. Research framework means whenever I am uttering the term research framework, it is from the perspective of that particular model. Okay, and then they formulate that model, they try to solve that model. That is a kind of rough stuff, dummy thing. Okay, so but if you want to do that task, without the help of literature review, it is very difficult to proceed, because arbitrarily if you choose, suppose some variable, if this is x1, this is x2, this is x3, it will have no meaning. Actually, you won't be benefited out of it. That is I will whenever I will discuss in that particular course, you will see later on. And it is not even a very big challenging task.
This is Vijayan.
Yes, please.
Sir, my question is, which is the topic which is innovative topic or something else, what we choose, which doesn't have enough literature support. In that case, maybe in a thesis work or maybe in a paper, a working paper, a conference paper. How do we deal with that? It doesn't have any literature support.
No, literature.
So case,
no. I am telling you that literature support. There is a site. I will give you the site. Okay, that is scihub.cc. There is a, or TW. There is a site, and I will give that particular site in your WhatsApp group. From that you can download most of the journals, or most of the SCI enlisted journals you will be able to download. So those particular journals you should download, and after downloading those articles, then you can study some literature. Okay, because we can learn from the literature. I mean, it is not possible. Everybody is getting scared, but there is no need to get scared, because it is not possible that if you go through a particular paper, you will understand everything. It is not possible for anybody. If I go through, so there are different types of optimization tools and techniques. So it is not possible for me and for anybody in the world that they will go each and every paper and they will understand everything. It is not possible. It is absolutely not possible. But at least from the abstract, we can understand that in this particular area, these types of works are being done, or these kinds of variables are there, or these kinds of constructs are there. So this is also a learning. Learning doesn't mean that from only textbook we will learn, and only the basic things are written only in textbook. That is also not true. Some very basic concepts are also written in the manuscripts. That is also there. And most importantly, the pertinent issues that you will not find in the textbooks. For example, I can tell you, suppose, for example, suppose environmentally conscious manufacturing. Okay, in or environmentally conscious supply chain. In the book of the normal supply chain, earlier the green supply chain was not there, but later on green supply chain was introduced, because this particular topic became very famous, very popular. So now it has become a conventional topic. Okay, so in this way also we can learn from anywhere.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir, could you tell us when our FAT exam will be held? Will it be in the month of December or January?
Most probably it is in the month of December. Most probably it is in the month of December.
Sir, so it won't, at this stage, will it be a pen paper, a proper examination, or will it be online?
I don't
because
know.
of the COVID situation?
I don't know because I really don't know because instruction will come, and as per the instruction, we need to carry out our duties of examination. We don't know still now.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, do we need to solve some problems in the course, or it is only theoretical? Because there are so many, the syllabus is quite vast.
See, this course, if you see that this is basically mathematical, different mathematical tools and techniques that we will be talking about in this particular course. Okay. Now the problem is that why I am saying this, you need to get a lot of data. Okay. Now, how can you, if I ask you to solve a particular problem, you need to have data. Okay, suppose if you have even 4 variables for one particular constructs, at least 200 data is required. Only after that I can ask you that to solve this, you solve this issue, you solve this particular problem, that I can ask you. But it is very difficult to, how can I get the data? That is the problem, no? So obviously I have some particular data for the kind of research works that I conducted. I have some data, but I cannot share those data. There are some constraints, because suppose you cannot share your data with some others, so I cannot also share the data with others. So that's why I can ask you that you develop your framework, and that's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any more question?
There's no stipulated syllabus, is what I understand. Is it correct, sir?
No, there is a syllabus. I will go through. Now I am just giving some basic introductions about research works. Those things I am telling you. Nothing else.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay. So, any more question? Mr. Samsundar?
Yes, sir. I am there, sir.
Yes, yes. So, are you happy now? Your problem is solved?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. No problem. We will keep discussing, and we will shape up this the whole thing, sir. Like I mean, it's all teamwork, sir.
It's all teamwork, and you don't need to worry at all. You don't need to worry at all, Mr. Samsundar. You are thinking that I need to, several professors are there, several professors, they are asking me to write some manuscript and I need to submit the manuscript. How can I do that? And there is a miscommunication between the professors, but I am not asking you to do any such kind of stuffs. I will give some assignment, and those who are not interested to do the manuscript, I have also told earlier, Mr. Mr. Uday Kiran is there. Uday Kiran also asked me. I told him as well that I will give options to everyone, that whatever he or she will prefer, it will be as per him or her. Okay, there is no enforcement, there is no pressure.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we can clearly understand, sir. So
It is not like that.
we would have a, yeah.
It's not like that you will be making one paper and you will be submitting it. It is just, I am just asking that if you make something, I am not asking for my own, what I will do with it. I have nothing to do with it. So I am just saying that if suppose your supervisor has asked you that you do the literature review. Okay. So that paper you can bring to me. And if you think that no, I will not bring that paper, so you do my assignments, other assignments will be there. No problem. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so now I'm going to end the meeting. Okay, thank you all. Thanks for attending.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
When is the next class?
Thank you.
I will announce. I will announce in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.